Hey guys, good morning. Your friend Sebastian, Foundation 1440, and oh my goodness, guys, just a beautiful first kind of like nice warm morning in Durango, and of course, what we need is cold and wet, right? We got a little fire burning over the hill here, and we're not a big fan of fires here when you're surrounded by beautiful forests, right? So, guys, just oh my goodness, I woke up this morning, and yesterday I had the dubious honor of having a call from some folks and been working my rear end off for them, and we had their place for sale, and we've done kind of everything we could imagine, right? And we put the listing out there at the wrong time, and we put it out there at a price that we had to put it at, and you know fast forward a couple months, and all of a sudden we have the first worldwide pandemic, right, of the modern age, right? And these, we say in our business, seek first to understand, right? And as these guys were kind of giving me a what have you done for me lately, and I was trying to help them through the situation, I realized, some people are just afraid, and they have fear, and they just don't know what to do. And so I'm just seeking first to understand, I've done everything I said I would do. They didn't do any of the things that I asked them to do, and here we are. And yet, guys, I just know that they just need to get where they're going, and I'm just praying for them, right? We're going to cut those folks loose, and we'll move on. And here's what I know. It's like the tale of two wolves. And I'm so blessed, you guys. I made the great decision to listen to John Maxwell this morning, who, started his career as a preacher and went on to be certainly the best known and most accomplished leadership coach in the world, right? Taught virtually in every country, virtually every leader in the free world, right? Sharp guy. And listening to him just made it that much better, right? Because he says it's like the tale, it's like the Native American chief talking to his son. Son, there's two wolves. One is good and one is evil. And they go on to talk about it, and the son says, well, who wins? Who wins? And the wise chief says, the one you feed, right? And so are you feeding your fear and letting that take control, right? We don't have control of that much, right? Right now, there's a worldwide pandemic. It's just a fact of life. Nobody can just control it, right? Everybody's in this boat, and yet, are you letting the fear of it rule the roost, or are you having faith that, like everything else, you'll get through it, right? This isn't our first crisis. In fact, here in Durango, we got a little fire burning over the hill, right? And another crisis shows its face, and yet we're resilient. And so here's what I know, guys. Leaders help define the reality, right? And the reality is we're in a worldwide pandemic. We've never seen anything like this, and financially we got a big hole to climb out of, and you're gonna have to face it. And you can be fearful of it, or you can just go, deep breath, here we go, let's go, right? And so who's going to win that battle, fear or faith? And I think you know who I want. And if we know the situation we're in, which is, largest pandemic, trying to get our businesses open, right? And then a fire starts, we gotta understand that, right? And the reason we do that is because then we can dig around in our arsenal for what tools we need to get through this, right? And for me, it's get up, get your buns out of bed, sit in the hot tub and relax and say what you're grateful for. Get a really good leader like John Maxwell talking to you in the morning, right? And work out, take care of your body, and do everything you can so that when it's challenge time, and it'll come later today, I guarantee it, right? You got inspections we got to get through. We've got people super emotional that are buying really expensive houses, and we're trying to get through those things, right? And the challenges will come, right? And we better buck up and get our mental and our spiritual and our emotional energy in place, right, before the day even starts. So that's my advice to you. So here's what I know. Your recovery time from like a stressful situation, your recovery time from a stressful situation, so depression, anxiety, something discouraging, like a client calls and says, what have you done for me lately, right? The recovery time from that will go much faster if you recognize and move into action on it. So I could hold out on sending them the paperwork to move on, or I could just get it done, right, and go. I'm going to go in there and do that paperwork and send it over to them. I'm going to pray for them and wish them the best. And I'm going to pray that the next agent that gets that listing gets the price reduction they need, right? And finds the needle in a haystack that wants to live in that spot. And that these folks are going to go on and it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. And so your recovery time from a negative situation first depends on how fast you recognize the situation. Ooh, negativity, ugly situation, depression, anxiety, right? And getting right into the action, right? Because your action is a precursor to your emotions. Whatever, and vice versa too. If you have an emotion, let me just tell you, you can get into action and go the fearful route, or you can get into action and go and try to work on the situation, guys. So motion is a precursor to emotion, right? We can't control our emotions. They just happen. But if you recognize that emotion and take action on it, then your recovery time will be a lot faster, guys. And any positive action, in the face of depression, anxiety, discouragement, any positive action will move you through it faster. So I had a negative emotion yesterday. I didn't dwell on it. It was there when I woke up today. Bubbled away in the hot tub, went for a workout, listened to John Maxwell, and here I am taking a positive action to move on, talking to you folks. And that's my joy, guys. So if I can help you move through a negative emotion and get back to the good stuff, hit me up. This is what I do. Guys, it takes coaching, it takes practice, it's time on task over time. And the quicker you recognize that negative Nancy emotions and deal with it, the sooner you recover and get back to the sweet stuff. It's like sitting out here with mama's beautiful flowers in that hot tub, knowing my gorgeous wife's going to come out of there and my kids they have no idea what a pandemic is, right? So spend as much time as I can with those littles and get after it. And guys, I just love you. I hope this helps. Kind of a long post. If you stuck with me, it's probably because, like myself, you've had some negativity around you today, right? Pandemics, fires, financial carnage, stress, business, la la la, and whatever. Still gorgeous day in Durango. You got beautiful people around you that love you. Get the heck up, get the heck out, and get after it, right, guys? So hit me up if I can help you too. Guys, we can help you. We can make a financial plan. We can make an emotional plan. We can make a spiritual plan. We can fill those buckets up with the best material we can find, given these lemons we've been served. We'll mix up a big old fat batch of lemonade, guys. Love you. I can't wait to see you, hopefully in a bar, a restaurant, breaking bread, surfing the lake, ripping the bike, hucking meat at the track, down at the BMX course with our kids. I just love you. Love you so much. Get after it, guys.